Hi everyone, so here's my show and tell for my final project. So initially I thought I was going to want to solely work with Nearpod and work on creating different lessons with Nearpod. But as I started doing that, there were some other things I wanted to explore as well. So first, what I did is I have not used Nearpod prior to this. I guess I did use it a little bit when we were reading Illuminate, but it was very minimal. So to start, I spent some time looking at a couple articles to introduce me to Nearpod. And then after that, I wanted to just look at lessons that were already created on Nearpod and see if I could find any that I thought would fit in well with what I plan to teach in the future. So I chose a class that hypothetically I was teaching, and I chose government as an example. So I went through and tried to find a lesson about or relating to government, and I found this one. And I thought it had a lot of good content. And what I liked is it had a lot of like very good interactive pieces to it. So it had a poll, a collaborate board, videos, like all sorts of different interactions to go with it. I think the one downfall I found with this is it was a really long lesson, and I think it would be hard to keep students engaged with it. So I think something like this and the ones that are provided on Nearpod already would be great for like if you're gone a day and have a sub. I think this would be a good thing to implement to keep the students busy and but still learning, valuable content. So after I found this lesson, I wanted to see if I could find an interactive game on Nearpod to go with it. So here I found a game. I think it was the Time to Climb ones. Yeah, it was a Time to Climb game. And I liked that this kind of was a very basic overview of what was discussed in the lesson, but kind of a fun way to wrap it up. So after I found ones that were already provided on Nearpod, I decided that I wanted to go through and use let's see here. Oh, before I did that, I also went through this actual lesson here and did it as if I was a student because I just wanted to see what it looks like when a student does it, and then the report that Nearpod formulates afterwards. So the report I thought, here, let's see here. The report that Nearpod gives you after, I think that would be really helpful. Here it is. Okay. So it gives you a lot of different information. Here would be the student list. There's mine. Yeah, I just thought it gave a lot of good information. It breaks it down. So that's a great feature of Nearpod as well. So once I did that, I decided I wanted to use one of my own PowerPoints to, and then put that into Nearpod and then add in like questions and videos to make it more interactive. So I did that. And so here was a PowerPoint I had, and then I decided to throw in some questions, and then I threw in a little game at the end, and then also a summary video I found on YouTube. And I thought I could either put a video from YouTube, or even I could make a short little summary video, kind of just reiterating the main points that I'd want the student to, really remember. And so the whole reason I kind of thought of this idea is right now I'm a one-on-one para. So I think like this will be really useful when I'm given PowerPoints from his general ed teachers, and I can kind of take them and do something like this to help, best fit his needs. So I thought that was really cool. So that's kind of the gist of what I did with Nearpod. I can definitely see myself using it in the future, but I think I will use it more like this one where I put in my own PowerPoint or slideshow or Google Slides and then add in the features that Nearpod offers. So after that, I decided that I really want to have virtual field trips implemented into my lesson plans, and I got that idea after reading Illuminate. And so I thought it would be good to go through and make a hyperdoc of that I can just refer back to when I'm teaching, of different like awesome virtual field trip options. So here on this HyperDoc, um, scroll through, I have a bunch of different types. One I want to just point out in general that I thought was really cool and I had not heard of before was this Google Arts and Culture. Um, Again, I have not heard of this, but this part in particular is like artifacts. And so there's a timeline up here, and you can like go to different times. And then, so say we go to the 1850s or around there. And then it has all of this artwork and like artifacts from that time. And what you can do is you can go ahead and click on them. So if I click on this, um, it gives you information about it. So the Starry Night by Van Gogh, and it gives information of where it's at, where it can be found. So I just thought that's a really awesome resource, especially if you want to be teaching social studies like me, to go through and be able to reference these things, especially when you're talking about a certain time period. I think that's definitely worth taking a look. So I really liked that. And then the last thing I wanted to do is I know I want to use Google Classroom in my class. So I wanted to make a Google Classroom page and then actually go through and put in some assignments, look at how you do the grading with it. So here I made a United States history one. And so with that, I made a little intro, made a post saying, welcome to U.S. history. And then I also posted in classwork, I put some units. And then within the units, I added some like assignments, videos. I did an introduction and created a Google form to go with that. And then after I worked on that, I actually shared this with a friend so that I could have them fill out the Google form just so I could see what it would look like when I have someone submit something and then I can go through and grade it. So I got some practice with that. Overall, I really like Google Classroom. I like the ways, I like how easy it is to use. It's super user friendly, easy to input assignments. So I can definitely see myself using that in the future. Overall, I really learned a lot, and I think all of these things that I explored, I will for sure use in my classroom. But yeah, other than that, that is what I did my final projects on, and I've really enjoyed the time being able to explore all of these different technologies, and I'm really feel so much more prepared